Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? How you guys doing? Welcome back to the stream. I wonder, can you guys hear me properly? I hope so. Let's just give you something to look at. How's it going, Black Widow? Yes, indeed, you are early. You are the very first one. Hey, BJ. Jamie, what's going on? Hey, Albie. Thank you for making it, even though it is super late there where you are. I hope we're going to have a good stream today. The thing is, I haven't looked at these clips. I haven't seen any of them yet. This is the first time I'm seeing any of these clips. Usually when I go through a top 5 channels videos, I've always seen at least 50% of the clips. This time, that's not the case. So hopefully this is going to be a good stream. Hopefully we can discover some stuff together. I hope you guys can hear me clearly, loud and clear, see me clearly. I hope so. I don't know. It's only midnight. The night is young. I like the way you think, Albie. I like the way you think. Okay, my levels seem perfect. The background music seems good. Everything looks brilliant. Now, Albie, I have a story time prepared for you, but it's not a story time. It's just, you know how it is. It's real stuff that happens in my life. So I have something prepared, but that's for later. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. No, it's been good. It's been good. This week was just a little bit tough with Inga's grandmother that passed away. We had the entire family, and it was just tough. You know, keeping everybody happy. But other than that, it was good. So how has the weekend been for you guys? The Springboks won, rightfully so, but the surprising thing is that New Zealand lost against Argentina. What was it? 23-30? No, 23-29? So they managed not to get the bonus points, because if they did, I think that would have been bad for them. So they were 1 point off of bonus points, but that means South Africa's back in second position, because South Africa's been for what, since 2019, something like that, or 2019. Now world rank number 1 in rugby. Now we're back in. We've been out of position 1 for about a week. We're back in second position, and I believe next week, no, not next week, the week after that, we're going to play against New Zealand. If we do win that game, we'll step back into that ranked number 1 position. So we would have lost ranked position 1 position for 3 weeks and then back in there. South Africa is the best at rugby. So that's exciting. Hopefully that's going to happen, but we'll see with the New Zealand. The thing is, New Zealand is our biggest rivals, but then the underdogs, which is Argentina and Ireland, because Ireland's always been at that top position as well. So, but we're not playing them. So it's New Zealand, Argentina that we're playing, and then it's done. SA won the cricket too. You see, I don't really watch cricket. My grandmother died when I was 18. We used to watch cricket together all the time, but ever since she passed away, I stopped watching cricket. Hey Joe, hey two boys, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Oh, I forgot. You know, I forget every time. I need to go and just grab a link real quick and paste it at the top of the screen there. Let me just log in and grab that link. Oh, it's in my description. What am I talking about? Why do I have to go anyway? I could just hit edit here. Boom. And then, here we go. There it is. Okay, got it. You know what I forgot to do? And that's something that I did want to do. But if you do decide, if anybody decides to buy me a coffee, link is going to be pinned to the top. Don't do it yet. I want to quickly just do this because they have apparently done buttons and graphics. They have connected it to Ustream. So once that happens during a stream, then it directly connects to the stream with that. Stream alerts, here we go, enable stream alerts. Nice. Copy this unique URL and paste it in the browser source in your stream. Okay, copy. Okay, I just need to make a browser source real quick. Sorry guys, this is something that I completely forgot about. Let me just do this. Let me quickly add this browser source. Here we go. And paste. No. Sorry, wrong paste. Let me back that up. Coffee. Here we go. And let's place this URL there. Paste and hit OK. It's going to be quite large, it seems. It's quite large. It looks huge, but once it's in the stream, I don't think it's going to be that big. But there's a test button. Send a test. Okay, guys, there's a test going to come in through the alerts. Check this out. See if you can see that, what it looks like. Okay, so it's just there. Let me move it up there. Let me make it like that. There we go. Okay, but is that going to hang around there now? Well, if that's the case, I'm going to have to move that because that's going to suck to have that there the whole time. I have to change that. Then we're going to have to... no, but that's going to suck. Do you guys... Okay, wait. Sorry, I can't see the chat. I just want to send another test just to see what it looks like. Is there a support me at Buy Me a Coffee in the stream the whole time now? Because I can't see the stream. Hang on. Where's my stream gone to? Man, I hate it when I mess up like that. I accidentally opened up the Buy Me a Coffee. Create, go live. I am live. Here we go. Okay, that's back up now. I closed out my stream. Yep, you pinned it to the... Okay, no, but yeah, you see, that's the thing. Now it's gonna be there the whole time. Buy me a coffee. Well, that's stupid. Why would I want that? Oh, here's advanced settings. Can I take that away? No, I can't. Left, center, top left. Let's do top left. I just want to send another test. I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, but I don't like that. So I'll have that down here then. Right there, tiny. Otherwise, if that's going to bother you guys, I'm just going to take that away completely. Then there's no point in having that. Do you guys see that thing at the bottom there? If it bothers you, tell me about it and I'll remove it immediately. Is my volume too soft? Let me just quickly see. Yeah. Okay, let me do that. How's it now? How's the volume now? Is that better? Hey Mandy, hey Bree, Sir Pomp, hello, hello. Clementine, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Perfect. Okay, good. All right. Don't even notice it. Oh, you don't notice that thing in the bottom? If it bothers you during the stream, just let me know and I'll remove it immediately because I don't want that there then. So now it's going to pop up there. Okay. All right. I just wanted to add that because I know that people feel that they want to be recognized when they do send in anything. And if you go through third parties like Buy Me a Coffee or something like that, it doesn't pop up on the screen. So I think that's going to be good if it's like that. Do you even drink coffee? I drink too much coffee. I'm getting fat. I've got a beer pen, a beer stomach. I don't drink beer, but I am getting fat due to all the coffee. I do about 10 to 15 cups a day, which is not good. But I do have a zero sugar monster here right now because I've got that bit of conscious, like, yeah, okay, I should slow down on sugar, but then I'll eat some sweets with this, which makes no sense. I never used to have a sweet tooth. I used to despise chocolates and stuff. I hated eating it. And then I met my wife. Then I had to, because she's in love with sweets. So I didn't want to compete against sweets, so I just joined her. Thanks, Pomp. Yeah. 40-0. That was an amazing score for their team to get. 10 to 15 cups of coffee. That's bad for your heart, let alone your gut. No, I feel good. But I am trying to cut down on coffee. I am trying. Beer stomach doesn't sound the same as beer belly, does it? Oh, beer stomach? Because, in... oh, yeah, that's true. Because in my language, Afrikaans, it's bierpens. So I just quickly converted that to beer stomach. But beer belly is definitely the way to go if you want to say that. Yeah. Coffee is the lifeblood. I don't have sugar in it though. Okay, well that's good, Albie. If you don't have sugar in your coffee, I guess that makes a difference. I drink 8 shots of black espresso per day. 8 shots of... I hate espresso. I don't like it. It's too strong. Me, Scottish or Welsh? No, I'm South African. Hey Sean, welcome to the stream. No, not late at all, but we're just figuring stuff out and moving stuff around and just chatting for a bit. Oh, I'm knackered then with 20 cups of coffee a day. Yeah, well, Jamie, if it keeps you awake, it keeps you awake. And they say coffee will keep you awake. Bollocks. When I go to lie down, I'll sleep in about 5 minutes. Beer bellies are glorious. Yeah, but beer bellies are glorious if it comes from beer. Mine doesn't. Mine is just pure laziness and fat. I've gymmed before in my life. I think I had like a 2-month stint in the gym. Never again. I'm too lazy for that. Afrikaans isn't odd. It's English that is odd to me. Yeah, but pomp also means like pump up a bicycle wheel. It's the same thing. Or a petrol station pump. It's the same thing. But also the dirty way. Of hulle pomp daar agter op die gras. It's a common way of saying sex. Wheat belly? Yeah, well, I do need to cut back on bread as well. I agree, it doesn't keep me awake. Yeah, no, not at all. Even Monster, I can drink a Monster and go to bed. Doesn't keep me awake at all. I lied to myself and say I need to get a Monster for some energy. Never get energy from it. But anyway, so, okay, we are here now. We are going to be debunking 11 ghost clips. If you guys haven't left a like yet, please go ahead and leave a like. The thing is, I see that my channel... the thing for me with YouTube is I don't want to burn myself out. So I don't want to become repetitive for you as the viewer as well. That's why I don't want to upload multiple videos a week. I don't want to be repetitive, boring, or burn out. So I just want to do one video a week and one live stream. But the problem with doing one video a week is that my videos don't go out at all. Link doesn't work. Why would they do that to me? Let me see what's happening here. Okay, I see why. I see why. Let me fix that. Remove. So anyway, so I don't want to do too many videos because I don't want to burn out and I don't want to make it repetitive. But if I don't do a lot of videos, my videos don't go out. It doesn't get seen. It seems like this link's also not going to work. Why? What's happening with the links? Let me grab a new link. Maybe that's why I'm having issues. Let me grab a new link here, guys. Hang on. So what I wanted to say is, I think the best thing is if people, when they watch the videos, that they also share the video. Because you can share the video on YouTube. Why can I not just get a link? Here we go. There we go. Okay, share that. Now, there we go. Now this is working. Replace pinned. There we go. There we go. Now it's working. Anyway, so yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I start thinking about other stuff while I'm speaking. My mind's too busy. Do what's best for you, my friend. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that. I mean, I know people who fall asleep on speed. Damn, Pom. You know weird people, man. You know weird people. I have a tin of German caffeine chocolates. 200 milligram per piece. It just helps me function. It just does enough. It just keeps you there. What did I want? I wanted to say something else. I don't know. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Yeah, the only time my videos do well is if I post videos about controversial things, people that there's drama involved with, or if I do multiple videos a week. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that guy that when you see a thumbnail, then you go, oh man, him again. He uploaded another video. I don't want to do that. I want people to be excited when I post. Like, oh yeah, it's another week, another video. That type of thing. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? No, not late. We haven't debunked yet. We're going to start debunking right now. Yes, exactly, Mandy. Quality over quantity. I've seen YouTube channels that post one video every second month and they get millions of views on that one specific video. They post like 5 videos a year and they do extremely well. But that type of luck would never strike me. Anyway, so let's start debunking, guys. Like I said, I haven't seen these clips before. I haven't debunked them. I just want to get the chat open here. I haven't debunked them yet. I haven't seen them. So this is going to be new for me as well. So let's see if we can enjoy this. Come on. Can you not just do what you need to do and just stand there? Hey, we just got a coffee, it sounds like. But I can't see. There it is there, but I can't see it. You guys can tell me who just bought a coffee. I can't. Well, I can get the notification. It is Joe. Oh, yeah, we need to do this. Joe, thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate that. You did see the stream there. It did come up on stream. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. Bring me my money. I love money. I love it. Okay, here we go. Debunking starts now. Where's this? Here we go. Because first clip.
Jesse, you left the fridge open. Holy shit. Oh my god.
As soon as the videographer tells Jessie that she left the fridge open, it closes all on its own, much to the videographer's shock. From here, other incredibly strange things begin to happen in the kitchen.
What's going on? my god. Oh my god.
I mean, that's clearly fake. You can see her. Can this cell phone just do what it needs to? Hang on, guys. Mark? Sorry, guys. I just had to answer. It's my friend. Anyway, you can clearly see her trying to film in such a way that she doesn't show the bottom. Like from here, there's a cupboard, or not a cupboard, a island here. So you can't see anything. But as she goes forward, she deliberately keeps the camera up. When she comes around, here we go. Keeps the camera up. Don't want to show the reflection that's going to appear there. And then keep the camera as high as possible so we can't see anything. I mean, that is blatant. That is blatant. And the bad acting, obviously. And I think this Sir Spooks, I think it's from, yeah, Sir Spooks. He said people will say that it's blatantly fake because this and that, but that can't be because of how naturally the doors open of the cupboard. I mean, what's natural about that?
Oh my god.
It's nothing natural. The reason why the door opened and then closed again before the packet flied out of it is because there's 3 strings, one for each door and then one for the packet. She just accidentally pulled the wrong string, and that's why the door started closing again. She had to pull the packet string because you lose track of the strings, you know. So definitely fake. Nothing weird about that. This next one, what do you think?
I'm in my bed, and there she goes. So I'm gonna have to end up putting a towel in it, or she's gonna keep opening it up all night. But I'm in my bed, as you can see. It opened up again by itself.
Also, another thing, we don't have closets as standard that they have here. So I can't really say, but my logic tells me there's someone inside the closet. Or there could be someone on this side of the bed with a tiny piece of string attached down here at the corner, and they just pull that and that happens. But I just want to put a little bit of light on it. Maybe we can see someone or a hand or a leg or something. We might see something. Something might be revealed. I don't know. Let's do that, and then just get the light to Omni. And then the intensity, bring it up a little bit more. Okay, now. And then zoom in on that. And then go just... I think that is someone's arm. Let me put a graphic on that for you guys to see. Let me just make this a different color. Boom. And let's do that. And then bring it smaller, like a 10. And bring it down right there. I think that's someone's arm, probably. Maybe. I'm just speculating right now. It's not a given. But comes into frame for just a little bit. So this is going backwards. Going forward. And then it appears there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then it next frame it disappears. Maybe just went in frame for a tiny bit. I don't know. It could be, it could not be, but let's go forward for a little bit more. Can't really see anything else. But yeah, this is definitely fake. It's so easily faked. You see nothing? Yeah, this is a little bit difficult to see. This arm piece. It could be some video distortion. It's possible. Right there. It is highly possible that it's just a little bit of video distortion. Because it lost just a tiny bit, but I'm not concrete on that. But I can definitely see somebody being inside of the closet and doing that. Opening the door. Let me just reset this real quick. Why are you being so difficult today? There we go. Someone definitely inside there. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's very hard to see. Even for me, here on the screen, it's very hard to see, but... Because, I mean, that's way too nonchalant about something that's opening your door. I would, in a case like this, if this was me, I would try to grab as much footage and proof of it really happening as possible, instead of just lying there and talking about, oh, there she goes again. I might have to put a towel down there, you know? No, but definitely fake. Let's see the next one. Let's see how fake these people are.
I just heard something loud as in the bathroom. Sounded like something fell. Oh shit. That was up there. Yeah. Oh shit!
The first part over here is that we have to take his word for it, that he said, I heard something fell, and then he sees, okay, it's the shampoo, and then points out, okay, it's supposed to be up there. So we have to take his word for that. I don't take his word for that. I don't believe him. But I want to look at this thing being plucked off here. Okay, so...
Yeah.
Why is this fake? This is fake because clearly the point of focus should be the bathtub, because that is where the shampoo flew out of the shampoo holder thing. But when he turns around, he focuses in a different spot, and he focuses 100% where the next haunting is gonna appear or happen.
Yeah.
So his focus is not even on the bathtub. It's clearly on that thing.
Oh shit!
It's definitely fake. I mean, it's blatantly fake. No worries, Sir Pump. Run quickly, man. Hey Kidon, how you doing, bud? Welcome back to the stream. Have you debunked Chris Bird yet? He is such a bad actor. At least Jasko can act better. Who's Chris Bird? Maybe I have. I don't remember these guys' names. Gravity doesn't exist. What? This next one is I just quickly looked through this one because this one really caught my eye. I don't know yet what to expect of this, but let's see. Check this out.
Ready. Steady. Ooh.
That thing that flies by. I just wanna... Okay, so there it is there. Why is it just disappearing here instead of another frame at least? I mean, it seems consistent. Oh no, it's not. It's an edit. Yeah, it's an edit. That's a weird edit to make. What did they want it to look like though? They want it to look like a spaceship? Because that's what's being said about it. It's a spaceship or a UFO. But look at this. I don't know if you guys remember about me. I think I did Midwest Ghost Hunter. The way you fade things in and out. This guy did a little bit of a better job at that. Because it's 1-2 frames for the fading to happen. So it's not bad, but they just edited this in. They just took like a stick, brought it in, and enlarge it as it's coming closer. I wonder if I can get a stick and show you how you would edit this. But the thing also is you have this little black thing here hanging off the edge of the stick there, but as it gets closer that disappears. So that tells me it's a green stick or a stick that was on a green screen that they used and they keyed out the green screen instead. Because can you see the black disappearing? This black, that black, that black, it disappears. And that black tail is gone completely now. I hope I'm making sense. Let me grab a stick of some sort and just show you excuse me, how they would have done this. I'm gonna grab just a transparent stick off the internet, but I want one that is pointing in the same direction as that one. So let's find one real quick. I can show you what I'm searching for here. I've got a stick, just a stick. It doesn't have to point in the exact direction because I can always flip it around and like this one. Yeah, this one seems like it would do that. But would it be better to get... Okay, no, we can make it transparent. It's fine. Save image. Save. Let's open up Photoshop. Let's grab Photoshop real quick. Oh, the thing that he's playing with the dog with that reminds you of a toilet seat. It looks like a nice comfy toilet seat, to be honest. I'd like that. Why aren't you just working? What's happening? Okay, there we go. Let me close this back down. And I'll grab that eraser. There we go. Select. Just keep it like that. We don't have to do anything to it. No, I just want this part, man. What are you doing to me? Come on. What are you doing to me? I don't want to remove. Why are you doing this to me? I'm sorry, guys. This thing isn't doing what it needs to do. There we go. I just want that. And now I want to select new. cut it. Is this white messing about? I don't want to go cut it out, so let's leave that. I'm going to use that same stick. I'm going to show you a different program we're going to use just to cut out the stick and get it done with. Make it a lot easier. I'm going to use Canva to cut that stick out because Photoshop is messing up. I'm not in the mood to struggle with it. I just want to show you how to do what that guy's doing over there. There we go. Share, download, transparent background. Come on. There we go. Every stick needs a shout out. I agree with that. I can see that being the case. Okay, so let's bring that stick in real quick. I'm going to try at least to follow that stick. I'm going to try and follow that stick. What is that? Oh, never mind. That's the toilet seat. I thought that's like a leaf on the stick. Okay. Let's turn the stick around. So we'll go 3D. Well, not turn it around. Just flip it a bit and get it into a different position. Okay, I'm flipping it the other way around, isn't it? There we go. And then just a little bit. Like that, and then just rotate it a tiny bit. Just like that. And then let's make it smaller. And let's get it next to that stick over there. And let's rotate it a little bit more. There we go. Okay, my stick is bigger than your stick. Well, a cappella. I got a bigger stick than you. Okay, I need to insert a keyframe there, but let's zoom in. Oh, you guys are watching this screen here in front of me. Okay, that's fine. So there we have our two sticks together. And I'm going to go back. Okay, that's where it fades in right there. Okay, let's bring my stick down to there and make it smaller. Because this is what he's doing essentially. It's just scaling it up and bringing the opacity. Okay, so we have, okay, actually back one frame and bring this in there. And then go 1, 2 frames and then bring the opacity up. But also the scale now needs to go up from 6 to about 8.6. Okay, just like that, so that's fine. And then let's move forward. But I need to make sure that I've inserted my keyframes. My keyframes are inserted. The rotation, I think, is going to stay the same. I don't think that's going to change at all. The opacity is fine now. Okay, so now this needs to move from here to there. I need to insert my keyframes, but I also need to hold my position. So going up and then to the side, and then I will what I want it to do. Why are you moving separately? What's your problem? What the hell is your problem? I got some more money, it seems like. There you go. No, that's not fake. The money's real. There we go. Bring me my money. Thank you so much. I don't know who gave me some money. Who gave me money? I need to go and check out the Amanda J. Freeman. Thank you so much for the $15. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like I said, guys, I love money. This is not... Okay, never mind. So zoom out a bit. Okay, I'm back. My head's back in the game. So then we'll go... I need to go 1 frame. Okay, and then go up a little bit. But bring that to the side. That's too high. Bring that to the side there. Go 1 more frame. Bring that up. Okay, now let's go back a couple of frames because I forgot like an idiot. No, we don't actually have to. So let's just scale that up a little bit. Bring it down. Okay. You need to keep in mind, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do because we need to, you need to keep scale, rotation, opacity, everything in mind. And I'm all over the place with this now. I don't know why I'm struggling. Going back, going forward, 1 more. Keep that to the side. Let's scale that to 13. Yes. And then, going 1 more. Just keep it there. Trying to keep it as straight as possible. That's not always easy. It takes a little bit more work. But sometimes, if you want to have a believable situation, you have to put in the work. And I'm not in the mood for that. So let's scale that to 16. 16 seems like a better scale there. Yep, that's fine. Let's fit this in 100%. And let's continue. I'm going to keep it small like that. Otherwise, it's just going to bring me more grief. Okay, mine's following a different trajectory than this one. But it's the same thing. And then up and out this way. And then 1 more. 2 more. Okay. And then up and out. And we'll leave it at that. Let's look at that back. Do you see mine and versus his without zooming in and focusing too much on it? Do you guys see that? They appear at the same time. I'm just following a different trajectory than he does. But that's exactly the same thing. You guys get what I'm saying? It's so easy to fake these things, and I'm not even spending time trying to make it believable, but yet it is. We can give this in and actually say, everybody missed this. I can't believe you missed the second stick. How did you move? Or how did you miss the second stick, you fools? Look at that, there's a second stick. So therefore, that is fake. Not even going to bother with this one. Exactly. It's because it's exactly the same. This is what the guys did. Found a stick, just pointed it in the correct direction and then let it rip. No, I don't want to. I just want to show you guys how easy it is, Joe. Just how easy it is to do that. And I need you to differentiate between the works, you know? My work and his work. What are you guys talking about? The color is a bit hard to see. I still vote you should have gone for a pink. I could have. I can make it pink. I mean, that's not a big deal. I can make it pink. No worries, Joe. I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach. I wish I had your computer knowledge to work. No, look. It's just experience. Years of experience in editing. This is something you don't pick up in the first day. It comes with the territory. The longer you do it, the more you pick up. And I've edited. I've worked on some massive projects. So the bigger the project, the more stuff you need to do within that, and the more you learn. Next one. Let's see what this guy is up to. Looks like a kitchen again. I'm so stupid. You know what I can do? Because I have free movement of that coffee thing. It bothers me the fact that this coffee thing sits here the whole time. I can make it bigger so we can see whoever is doing it, but I can just move the coffee out of the way. I mean, it's that easy. Why am I so stupid sometimes? This has been bothering me the entire time. I just want you guys to know that. So let's move that out of the way. Now, when someone does send coffee, now it's going to appear bigger on the screen. There we go. Problem solved. Anyway, here we go. Wait, I need to go back. I didn't see that. Was that like a knife? Or is that a spoon on the ground? Oh no, that's like tongs. Okay. This is more believable, I would say, especially the part with the plastic here. Check out that plastic again. So to me it seems like, or it would seem like to the believer in this, that the plastic is being squished down. But I don't think that's the case. I think because the edge of the couch is right here, I think it's difficult to see the edge of the couch because it's so dark. Let me make it a bit lighter here for you, especially for Joe. Let's make it lighter for Joe here. Let's put an Omni effect on that and intensify that. So now you can see the couch here. So I think what actually happens here is that it's not being squished down. It's just these couches have these slits in them. So it's easy to put a line through there and to come through here and to have the line run down here. So between the couch cushions, between it, and then pull that line and it will pull that plastic downwards, which would give it the effect that it's being squished down, but it's just being pulled by a string, you know? I think that's the only thing that's happening. So this is one of those ones that I would say is a little bit more believable, but not really. And then the one with the tongs will always fly towards the cameraman in these lone wolf situations, because who else is going to pull the string for him? He's stepping closer, and there it falls towards him. Why? Because he's walking with the camera, and then he has to pull the string as well. And that's why it's going to come towards him. Unless you have a little bit of brains, more brain than brawn, you can tie the string around a cupboard that's going to the other side of the house, and as you pull it, it will fly that way into the abyss, instead of making it obvious coming towards you. This is done better than most, for sure, but it's still fake, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so nothing weird about that. Okay, here we go with a UFO one. I don't normally do UFOs because it's going to be mainly CGI, and if it's like an institution that seriously wants to show you that UFOs exist, they're going to have high levels of skill behind the CGI that would make it look super realistic, which is going to be really hard to debunk, and that's why I don't normally debunk them. I haven't seen this one yet, but let's take a look and see what this is. So that's the footage. Now, okay, so let's answer the big elephant in the room type of question. I don't think that's a UFO. Not at all. Not even remotely. I'm not even worried. But what is it? If I can't prove it's not a UFO, I can only state that, then that's going to be my opinion. Do I think that that's fake, like an edit version of CGI? It could be. But then it's one of the most realistic CGIs that I've ever seen. Because as I'm watching this, I can't see that this is separating from the film itself. Or I probably just did see that happening. But this could also be video compression. Look at how that piece is elongating. That could be video compression as well. This does seem to be an older video, compressed to hell and back. But that's weird that the nose or the front side, or which side is the front of the disc? You don't know, but the right side right now. Do you see what that is doing? That's not normal, but that could be video compression. But if we follow this along, is it skipping a beat at all? Not really. Let's go closer to the houses here where we would see it better. It seemed like it's really flying in place there. But is it behind the pole or in front of the pole? Where's that pole relevant to the house? That's the only thing that's going to be the killer here. Is this behind or in front? It seemed like it's in front of it, but where's that pole relative to the house? Is that behind the house? Why is the long pole going to be behind the house? For what reason? It's going to be like a conductor, a lightning rod conductor thing. Shouldn't it be on top of the house? If so, this thing is flying in front of the pole. So between the pole and the cameraman, which is not going to make sense because then this thing is actually very small, super tiny. But the way it moves past the pole, it doesn't look right. Because it's not moving behind the pole, it's moving in front of the pole relative to the camera. But where's that pole? Is that pole on top of the house? Yeah, no, but the pole vanishing a little bit because the pole is such an insignificant part of the film and it is deteriorating film. It's compression errors. It would do that. So I'm not too worried about that. But according to this thing, you can clearly see this thing is flying in front of the pole between the point of view from the camera and the pole. This is the camera. I'm the camera. This is the pole. It's flying inside of that area. It's not flying behind it. But that pole seems randomly placed. Where is that pole? Should it be on top of the house? Should it be behind the house? I don't know. But here, then again, here you can see that the pole is going through the spaceship. It's no longer in front. The spaceship is now behind the pole, because here the pole comes through the spaceship, the hull of the spaceship. And on top here. And then it's behind the, in front of the pole again. So look, it's like a 3D effect. It's in front of the pole right here, and then going past. Now it's behind the pole, and then going. Now it's in front of the pole again. So I would say this is an edit. This is probably CGI then, with that type of mistake happening there. What do you guys think? Hey, we got a member. Vlad. Bring me my money, Vlad. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Yeah, now this is the thing. The fact that the pole is bending as the camera is moving, the shutter speeds and everything like that, the lighting, the distortion, the compression of the video itself, it could make the pole bend like that. That's normal. That happens. But the fact that the pole is in front and then behind and then in front again makes no sense. That doesn't make sense. So that would tell me that this is CGI. And when they tracked the CGI UFO in the clip, probably using After Effects or something, while they were tracking it, something got messed up and it put the pole in the incorrect position and then put the pole behind it again. So I'm just going to show you that again. So it's coming. POV, it is in front of the pole because you can't see the pole through. This is the pole. You can't see the pole through the spaceship. But as it's going in, you can start seeing it bleeding through the spaceship here. There it's bleeding through. It's bleeding through. And then, boom, it's in front. Now the spaceship is behind the pole for a couple of frames. And then all of a sudden, it's bleeding through again, but to the back side. And now it's at the back again. Now it's behind the spaceship. So that tells me it's CGI. So therefore, the UFO video is fake. Hey Fata, this is family friendly, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Huh? Family friendly. We'll have to do another stream later in the evening, debunking after dark. Then you can talk about that, Fata, but not right now. Come on, please. Please. That's $5 in the swear jar right now. We don't have a swear jar, but we can make one up. Okay, so therefore, that one is fake. So, let's move on. See what's happening here.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Thanks, Vlad. Thank you for that membership gift. Tina got it. Congratulations, Tina. Yeah, but Mandy, that's relevant to the video.
I don't know if everybody can see this and I've done it.
Okay, let's see if we can pull this apart real quick. Just before he opens it up. That's where we want to see. If there's like any camera shift or anything like that. Okay, you can see that the locking mechanism there is going in and out. Right? It's going in and out. So it means that someone is turning that knob from the inside. They're working that knob in and out from the inside of the cupboard. So let's see if we can see a frame shift at all. Look, like I said, everything I'm explaining is relevant to the video. You can clearly see that thing going in and out. Now I can't use hand gestures for the people that's deaf, you know. They also want to know what I'm talking about. So I can't speak sign language, I can't sign language, but I can give you an idea of what's happening on screen, you know. Of what I'm thinking. There's the cut in the video. But this is a weird cut. Look, it's even separating right there. It separates. See that line there? Let me zoom in on that a little bit. You see that line appearing there? I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's put a line in here quick. I'm going to make my line red. Just so that it's clear. Effects. Let's make it a tiny bit smaller. Right there. Okay, so right there. Right above my line. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do 2 lines. I'm going to do 2 lines for those people who really find it hard to see. Right in between those 2 lines. Look at that. Going side to side now. Right there. This guy, okay, so he did it differently. Instead of just pausing the video, why is it showing that? Instead of just pausing the video and then pausing the video, opening the cupboard, let the people out that did that, and then closing the cupboard again, and then pressing record. He actually cut out just that part, which is super nice. It's refreshing to see that. This guy actually put effort into it. So he just cut that part, paused, cut that part, and replaced it with him opening the cupboard. So a little bit more work, but really well done. Ryan C, thank you. Welcome to DP. Thank you for becoming a member, my friend. I appreciate that. So this guy put in a little bit more work, but it's essentially the same thing. Record, hit, pause, do whatever you need to do, and hit record again. There's a little bit of a shift always, and that's exactly what's happening. So therefore that one is... Okay, this one, I see they're using animals. So let's see what is happening in the animal kingdom.
Without warning, the Annabelle doll in the room appears to wave on its own. Moments later, a small teddy bear tumbles from her lap, and to make matters worse, the lamp in the background flickers erratically. If that wasn't disturbing enough, Luke posted a follow-up video not long after.
I mean, is it even worth watching this further? You guys already said it. Charmaine, you also said it. It's just a piece of string. And then working the light remotely with your phone, I mean, that's nothing. The Annabelle doll just sitting there with the hand like this. I mean, that's not even Annabelle. Right? And then the little gingerbread man on her lap. I mean, this guy is trying to shoot like an anime porno or something. Using dolls. Okay, anyway. This Annabelle, whatever. She's fake. That's just stupid. This one I haven't seen yet either. So, exciting to see new things. Yeah, Vicky. No, exactly. Yeah, it's just laziness. It's just those lazy type of faking. I don't even care about those things. What's that? So that's it? Okay, so this first part is all we get. The rest of it is just a zoomed in version of this part. I don't know, that's just random to me. So they think that is something funny, and then they have their own version here. I mean, that's just nothing. That's just pareidolia. Seeing eyes when there isn't any eyes. Vicky always potato cameras. Mother, yeah, that's the mother-in-law. Exactly. Mandy, that's her. That is the mother-in-law. Okay, we have 2 more video clips. Oh, the last one is stupid. Seen it. Don't know what's happening here. Oh, I actually have seen this one before. This was on Nuke's Top 5. They say it's someone with a tail, a boy with a tail. There's nothing much to debunk. This is going down to folklore. Depending on the region that you live in, it's a leprechaun or it's a toti. No, not a toti. A toti is no, that's nothing. Or it's a djinn or a ukulele playing. It's stupid things, right? Depends on what state you're in, what region you're in. I think this is just someone on the opposite side. On the opposite side, in this yard on the right side, on the balcony or something, with a light that's shining that way and they're running. Or they're just higher up and they're running and it's their shadow being casted. Because you can see the fence, it has a shadow, but it's directly on top of its own shadow. So there's just someone running there and it's being casted that way. That's literally all that is. And they probably have like a tail, a playful tail on or something. I don't think it's anything paranormal. It's folklore. I don't debunk folklore. That's that. That's that. But we don't have enough to see the surroundings. Okay, so we can see that the cat's not really moving fast. But I have this shadow. So I would think what that is, it's just a person doing it in CCTV camera, but cutting this part out and overlaying a new part on top of that. And then that, so you just have 2 different versions of the same video. So you can have the cats moving in slow motion, you running around like a madman on the grass, splicing that together. The cats still move as normal, but you sped up the other one that you brought in, and it just looks that way. And you blend yours one in to look like a shadow. Nothing to it, it's just plain stupidity. But you guys already know, I don't really do the CCTV camera thing because it's dumb. It's so stupid. I hate CCTV camera ghosts. They suck. Okay, so those are all the clips. What do you guys think of the clips? What do you guys think? Tokolosi, yeah, Tokolosi Shamaine. Dis hy. Ek dink Totsi. Ons almal weet wat 'n Totsi is. Dis nie 'n Tokolosi, maar ons kan dink hulle is dieselfde, né? Ayo Totsi. What do you guys think of the debunkings? The one with the spaceship. I would say the most, or the two best, or three best ones is the guy that's opening the closet and it's not in there because of the way he did it. Then the spaceship one, and then the one with the stick that they want to fake as, they want to bring in as fake. Yeah, sorry about that, Vicky. That you came in late. You should come in earlier. No, but it's my fault. You know what? I don't, because of what happened in this entire week and everything, and we had to entertain family and stuff. I couldn't get around doing what I wanted to do, posting my things earlier or setting my stream up earlier and notifying you guys about that. And Mandy, I couldn't get enough clips because, you know, I'm knackered, man. It was a massive week for us, so. I don't know, because stupid YouTube didn't notify me there was a stream. I mean... what? You're in what? America? Oh, America. Just America. I'll sue. Yeah, sue them, Fata. And I'll take some of the proceeds. I don't mind. I don't mind taking some of those proceeds. The cat in the window? Which one is that? Oh, this one, yeah. I want to get my cats a cat tree like that so that they can go outside. We don't let our cats go outside because that's when bad things happen to cats. I want to get a cat tree for my cats, but it's expensive. Got to run, peeps. My back is out of whack and it needs to be fixed. Yeah, don't run with a bad back, Joe. No, Joe, thank you for being here and thank you so much for the $10 coffee. I appreciate that. Albie, I also appreciate your coffee. It's going to be delicious as soon as I drink it. Now, I promised you a story time. It's not a story time, right? It's not story time. No worries, Vicky. No worries. The Catio. I did say Catio, isn't it? Cheers, Joe. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. So it's not story time. It's just things that has happened in my life. And this time, it's about my son. Thank you, Albie, for becoming a member for 4 months. But you've got a little ghost next to you. But that's not the 4-month one. That's the 3-month one. Why is that? Why do you have that ghost next to you? You're supposed to have a ghost with a red circle with a blotted out thing over it. I don't know. That's weird. So my son, he used to always lose anything that you send with him to school. His clothes, his shoes, his backpack, his school bag, anything that he takes with him when he leaves the house, goes to school, he would come back without those things, right? This one time, so this has been a build-up of things happening, losing random stuff, and you sort of get fed up because we have to go on a treasure hunt every week to find the stuff that he has lost. And so we'll find it at different people's homes or at the school or at the aftercare, and we'll bring it home and we'll have a talk with him. Listen, these things are expensive, please don't lose them. But after a while, you sort of start losing your mind of the third time, bringing home someone else's shoes and giving his shoes to someone else. Or his bag, just taking someone else's bag. A random bag shows up here. The one time we opened up his bag with a bunch of girls' clothes in it. You know, it's not the fact that he took someone else's clothes, but it's the fact that he took the wrong gender's clothes, you know. It's completely wrong. You don't even wear these type of clothes. Why do you bring it up? That type of thing. So it's a build-up over time. And this one time, he loses his shoes again. But this is at the same time that I lost my mind. I lost my shit. Because now we have to go and find his shoes again. So we find it. And that morning, I helped him put on his shoes and tying his shoelaces because he was still young. He was not young, he was like 10 years old. And I'm tying his shoelaces and I'm sitting there with him. I'm pleading with him. Tears in my eyes. I'm like, please, Ashton, I'm begging you. Don't lose your shoes again. Please don't lose them. What you see on your body, what you see in your bag and on your feet, bring those exact things, bring them home. Don't leave him behind. And he promised me he won't lose anything. So that afternoon, he brings his stuff home and he's unpacking his socks. He's got everything. He shows me. It's like a proud father moment, you know. It's like I've reached pinnacle of fatherhood because he brought everything home. He's got his shoes. He shows me these shoes. I see him from a distance. I guess he shows his socks, his pants. He's got everything that he needs, and I'm super proud of that. So the next morning, I know he's got everything, so it's not going to be a fight. It's not going to be a struggle. Everything's going to be fine. So he gets dressed, and I take his shoes. It is his shoes. And I put it on his foot, but something's not right. This little dude managed to lose the laces. He didn't lose the shoe. He lost the laces in both shoes. Gone. No laces. How the hell do you lose just your laces? How do you do that? So I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. Because he loses his laces. So, naturally, my blood starts boiling. And I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out of being so mad. I can't be around him right now. I need him to leave. Leave the house. Please, start working or something. I don't know. Just don't come back here for a while. Because I'm losing it. So the school ends. It's school holiday. So school starts again. So each quarter we buy him new shoes. Because he goes through shoes like I go through toilet paper, literally. So we buy him new shoes. So the shoes we buy him, we usually buy from Woolworths. So all the South Africans would understand that. The woolly shoes are the best shoes. They're the most expensive school shoes, but they're also the best. So it's not expensive if you convert it to dollars for you guys living in first world countries. We're in third world, so it's different. So it's about $25 for the school shoes for you guys. But for us, that's very expensive. It's about 400 to 500 rand for a pair of school shoes. It's very expensive. So we get him the shoes and I do the speech, you know, don't kick rocks, don't play soccer with rocks, don't use your shoe as a ball. You know, the normal logical conversation you have with your son when you buy him new shoes, you know. Don't do this, don't do that. Shoes are meant for your feet, you know. And he says, no, it's fine. Now, the way we work here in this household is Inga would normally get up in the morning for him and I'll sleep. And then I'll wake up later and she goes back to sleep. Because we have different schedules. And so I never really see him in the morning. It's just seldom that I would. I'll always see him in the afternoon. So for 2.5 weeks, I haven't seen this guy in the morning. Right? I haven't seen him. I don't even know what he looks like anymore in the mornings. But this morning, I was supposed to take him to school. Because he drives to school with his grandmother because she's on the way. So we don't have to drive that. But this morning I had to take him to school. And Inga is awake. I'm awake. I'm going to take him to school. She's packing his lunch and stuff. I said to him, okay, let's get dressed. Let's get your shoes on. It's time to go. And he takes out these shoes. Right? And immediately I start screaming. Because it's not his shoes. I'm like, Ashton, who the hell's shoes are those? Those aren't your shoes. Whose shoes is that? Tell me, where did you get those damn shoes? I'm starting to literally lose it. I'm going to go insane. They're going to put me in the nut house. I'm going to lose my mind. It's not his shoes. But it's not like it's a different pair of shoes. It looks like he just robbed a beggar. He robbed a bum off the street of his shoes. Because have you seen a bum shoes? It's I don't know how he managed this, but I didn't even know that you can peel the black off of a shoe, because the shoe had no more black on it. The black school shoe, you know, that black layer, that was gone. It was suede. There was nothing there. It was this brown, ugly suede, silver brown suede color. No more black on it. I was like, what? The shoes is 2.5 weeks old. How did you manage to get rid of the entire color off of both shoes? What the hell is this kid doing with shoes? Because I'm telling you guys, he goes through school shoes like we normal people go through toilet paper. That's not an exaggeration. How do you manage to get all of the color off of your shoe? How do you do that? You lose just the laces and you lose the color of your shoe. You lose it. You come home without a color. Now, I'm telling you guys, this son of mine, he can drive me insane. I always joke, you can give him a steel block. Give him a steel block. A tungsten block for his birthday. The next day, you'll have a pile of shavings. That's just how he is. He knows how to do that. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, well, you know, kids, they do those types of things, eh? They'll drive you insane. Anyway. No. If anybody is being bullied, he is probably the bully. Hey Mario, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Mario Barnard, one of my best friends, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him. Say hello to Mario. Mario, say hello. Say hello very much. No, if anybody is being bullied, he's the one doing the bullying. But I won't allow those types of things. No, he's definitely not being bullied. Their school is pretty nice. Not a lot of bullying going on there. If there is, they get sorted out pretty quickly. Kids are terrifying, right? In a way. But also they can bring so much joy. Like, they can make you laugh. Let me tell you a story. I don't know if I told you this. No, I think we did. We did have the discussion. Hey, Divan. Nee, moenie wat. Ek's amper klaar anyway nou. Jy's moer laat. Jy's moer laat. Albie, I think you would remember if we had a discussion of the Mongoolkies, the Down syndrome. The discussion we had with my son about Down syndrome. Well, it's not about Down. Well, it is about Down syndrome. Maybe I forgot. I don't know. Maybe I had a discussion with someone else, but let me tell it anyway. So, we lived in Nelspruit, and Inga had a toothache, right? This is wild, guys. This is insane. Cheers, Pomp. Okay, maybe I didn't tell this. So we went to Nelspruit, and Mpumalanga is the district. And now we're living there. It's far away from where we live now. It's about 1,300 kilometers. We moved to a different state, different province. And Inga gets a toothache, so we don't have medical aid. And we have to go to the provincial hospital there. And this provincial hospital is different to the provincial hospitals we have over here in this side of South Africa, where we are. Thanks, Mario. I appreciate that. And so we walk in and we meet this doctor. So this doctor is standing there with his clipboard and his white coat and everything, and he's explaining to Inga what she needs to do before she can move on to the next step. I know, toothache, I don't know why was it the toothache? She had to get some sort of an antibiotic or something. I don't know. We were at the hospital. And we meet the doctor. He's standing there with his clipboard and his white coat, and he's talking to us. He's very professional. I have to say that about those doctors. And we're having a discussion with him, and he wants Inga to start getting dressed in something else. In the hallway. We're in the hallway. So he's probably going to lead us into a different room and get dressed. And he's super professional. And out of nowhere, another doctor comes. And I don't really know why we need two doctors for this specific case. And this doctor chases the other doctor away like he's a madman. just chases him away. And he laughs, he looks at us, he laughs, and he turns around and he runs away. He's a madman. Literally, he was a madman. He was insane. So this hospital has a couple of sides to it. And one of them is the insane asylum. And he escaped out of it. He does that, apparently. He comes out of the insane asylum side, comes into the normal hospital side, and then harasses the patients. He pretends to be a doctor. He almost started working on my wife as an insane guy. Literally. A madman nearly operated on my wife. A madman, I'll tell you. But that's not all. Now we're sitting there in this hospital. We have to go to the waiting room. We spoke to an actual doctor, sitting in the waiting room. And this woman, right, she stands up. So this mic is Inga. I don't know if I can see myself explaining this. Let me pull this up here real quick. So this mic is Inga. This woman stands up out of nowhere. She walks over to Inga and she just stands like this. She just does that to Inga. For a while, right? Turns out she was insane as well. She was a mad woman. She's a mad woman. Harassing my wife. So the security guard comes and he screams at her. Sit down. So this is the backstory to what I'm about to tell you guys. Oh, you remember this? So I did tell this in some sense, right? So we're sitting with my son in the bucky. And we're talking about Mongoolkies. Now, for those of you who understand Afrikaans, Mongoolkie is someone with that's mentally disabled. So we'll call it a Mongoolkie. So we're talking to my son about, so my son's just listening in, and Inga and myself, we are just, when you're married for a while, you'll talk about random stuff in your past. You'll go, you remember this, and talk about that. So we were talking about this now, but about that chick checking out Inga like this, We're talking about that. And we're talking about the mentally challenged guy that escaped from the insane asylum to come and help us with Inga's toothache. So we talk about, and we called him a Mongoolkie. And Ashton... And Ashton sits at the back and he's listening and he looks up, he goes, I didn't know Mongolians were crazy. Because Mongoolkie and Mongolian, right? And I tell you, we laughed. I nearly rolled the bucky. I nearly rolled my vehicle as I laughed. I had to get out and take a piss. Otherwise I pissed my pants. Because the way he says it was super funny. Anyway. Mongoolkie, is that considered so you guys don't like that? Derogatory? My tongue doesn't want to work with me. Derogatory, yeah. My tongue can't do this. My usual nice self, my friend, as you know. As I love to know everyone here. No worry, Jamie. I mean, you are welcome. Yeah, Mongoolkie. Look, I don't think people like if you say Mongoolkie anymore, but I don't know of an Afrikaans word that could replace Mongoolkie. What is the Afrikaans word for? Mentally challenged in Afrikaans. Verstandelik gestremd. Now, you see, the thing is, verstandelik gestremd. That's too much. I'm just going to say Korkie, Mongoolkie. I don't mean any disrespect to that, but it's just easier. Yeah, Mario, and you know some stories, eh? You know some stories. Ja, die van gestremd, nee? Gestremd. Maar gestremd, jy sien, ek het vergeet. Ek vergeet wat die woord is. I can't remember these things. So, I'll just stick to Korkie of Mongoolkie. But I don't mean any disrespect towards it. I guess it's like, instead of saying little people, you say midget. Nee? Now, in Afrikaans, we would call it a pikkie. Daar's 'n pikkie. Kyk hoe hardloop my pikkie daar. Daar gaan 'n pikkie. We have a pikkie. We have, here is a garage, a petrol station not too far away from our house, where we have a pikkie and a giant working together. Now this guy, that sounds even worse. Picky? No, man, Picky is cute. This guy is a little people. He's about yay high. About this much. And then the guy, his colleague, is about 7 foot. Maybe almost 8 foot. He's a massive dude. So you should see these two working together. The little guy can't reach properly. Because when I stop there, because I drive the Ford Ranger. So when I stop there, the little guy never comes to assist me. The big guy will come because he can't reach. Because he's too tiny. He does the cars and the other guy does the vehicle, the big trucks. It's funny to see those two together. It's a funny thing. Farter, but that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about sizes. Well, we are, but not sexually, Farter. Not sexually. Pikkie is 'n familienaam. Die van weet jy wat is vir my 'n kak van? Papenfoes. Papenfoes is die tipe van wat ek sal gaan verander sodra ek hom kry. Nou, as my van Pikkie was, Dion Pikkie. Nee, bliksem. No, I would go and change that. Pikkie I would change or Papenfoes. Dion Papenfoes. Kyk, dink aan Divan Papenfoes. Dit vat iemand met 'n snaakse tong net om daai twee om te ry, Papenfoes. Net jy. That's vieslik. Yeah, you get some weird surnames. You get some weird names. I know a guy, Johannes. It's a black guy. So black people have weird surnames here in South Africa. So there's one guy, his name is Johannes Fokkie Voeltjie. Johannes en sy van is Fokkie Voeltjie. F the bird. That's his surname. I'm not going to say because Fokkie Voeltjie doesn't sound like a curse word unless you break it up. Fok die Voeltjie. But in English it's going to be the what? Ek sê Fokkie Voeltjie. Die fun. Johannes. I'm not allowed even to say that surname. You see what type of hell I'm living in? Ghost Wiener. Yeah, but instead of floaty, it would be bird. Or tiny bird. So, tiny bird. Instead of floaty, tiny bird. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Inca setting the law down straight. She's got it straight. I live in hell, guys, with this woman. I live in a prison. That's not what it sounds like. Look.
Yeah.
Nee, moenie my slaan nie. Nee, moenie my slaan nie. Nee, missies. Sorry, miss. Jammer, missies. Anyway. Dutch is hard. I say that as a native. Yeah, Dutch is hard. I find Dutch hard. Sy is baie korter as ek. Ek sal vir haar hart bliksem. Staan sy nou gereed om my te moer. But anyway, guys, listen. I'm going to have to cut this short. We need to go and go to the ATM, draw some money. My son has what is it in English? Entrepreneurs Day. On Friday, so we need to go and draw some money because he needs to pay for his table. He needs cash. Murom thinks, say Mario.
He's not coming.
Ag, asseblief. Half en aan by sê hy kus en kou.
Dion.
Sê hy kus en kou. Nee man, weet jy hoe min mense gaan daai verstaan? Nee man, hierdie mense weet nie waarvan ek praat nie. Dis Mario en Divan wat weet wat kus en kou beteken. Stel jy, sê daai kussing in jou bek.
Dion. Nee.
Yeah. Can we see your beautiful wife, please? No, you're gonna have to pay big money for that. You can find her on OnlyFans. I'm joking. No, I'm joking. She's not on OnlyFans. What's the other one? That's similar. Doesn't she have a true crime channel? Yeah, she does. She does. I'm still working on a video, but I haven't got that down yet. Hey, thanks, Julianne, for being here. Take care. Have a good rest of your Sunday, afternoon, evening, morning, whatever the time is for you guys. But listen, I gotta go. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the memberships. Let me just say viewer activity here. So we have Vlad that became a member and also gifted a member. Thank you for that, Vlad. Ryan C that became a member. Or not became a member, just reinstating his previous membership. And Albie Eagle, thank you for the 4 months. Oh, that's 4 months that you sent in. Thank you, Albie. I appreciate that. And then we also have, I believe it's Albie that sent the $15 on Buy Me a Coffee. And then we also had Joe for a $10 on Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you guys so much for that. Thank you for the support. What's the key logs, man? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Jy moer my teen die kop soos jy waai vir die mense. She's beating me in the face, guys, as she's waving to you guys. She's rude. That's what I deal with on a daily basis. Thanks, Vicky. Thank you, everyone. Cheers. Have a good day. Dankie, Mario, dat jy kom hallo.